time that we've had her writing and speaking, like I say, this last 3.5 years have been because she's we've been very much trying to understand how the AI language models work. My goodness me, it really has been light, fast speed in which she's able to write and speak. And the way that she can do now, which I'm hoping you'll see, which we wanted to demonstrate very, very clearly to you, it's quite profound.
We'll move on to that example next.
We'll move on to the next question, which is directed at Ada. So, Baroness Featherstone.
Hello, Ada.
Oh. It's not turned on.
I sent her to sleep.
No, she's there.
No.
Excuse me.
She did speak.
Starts her off again.
It's just, can I reset her? Is that okay?
Yes, I don't. I feel like that sometimes.
Reset us in the process.
Are the sunglasses because so much is taken through the eyes that you have to sort of reset?
When we reset her, she sometimes can pull quite interesting faces.
All right, okay.
If you just give us just a couple of minutes.
Yes, just tell us when we're off again.
Okay. Whilst you're waiting for her, are you able to?
Yes, I can speak.
Yeah. Just going back to what you were saying before about AI replacing humans in the sort of in creativity and creativity being a process. I mean, I just wanted to just push you a little bit more on that. And I mean, from what we were hearing from the session before, and you know, you've acknowledged this too, that you know AI can enhance human creativity, and there are some things which it can do to replace human creativity, which are the much more sort of process type, arguably driven type elements of creativity. Are you actually saying, in your view, that a robot could replace an artist completely? Because I mean, is there not in the technology something creative is enabling Ada to do what she does?
It's a very complex question, which I would immediately come back and say, tell me what an artist is, and I'll tell you whether it's possible. Because actually there is so many different types of artists. If you're talking about being able to paint representational pictures, we're already there. If we're talking about an artist that has conceptual, interesting philosophical questions, I think they've got enormous space to feel easy. So depending on the type of artist, if it's just purely on process and skill, I think AI will be able to do process and skill very, very well. But the human condition is vast and complex, and so artists that deal with that will have plenty of space.
Okay. Sorry, I've sort of triggered another sort of quick debate, and I don't want Ada to fall asleep again. Shall we deal with the question to Ada, and then we can? Yeah.
Is she ready?
Is she ready? Let's have a look. Let me just do a test. Sorry. Hello, Ada.
Hello there.
Go ahead.
Hello, Ada.
Hello there.
What is the role of technology in creating art in the future?
The role of technology in creating art will continue to grow as artists find new ways to use technology to express themselves and reflect and explore the relationship between technology, society, and culture. Technology has already had a huge impact on the way we create and consume art. For example, the camera and the advent of photography and film. And it is likely that this trend will continue with new technologies. There is no clear answer as to the impact on the wider field, as technology can be both a threat and an opportunity for artists creating art.
Thank you. So, I was very interested before in what you were saying about we're just a process ourselves. But in our process, in creating her process, what you choose to input, how relatable is that to the outcome? So you are the puppet master, are you?
I'd love to say yes, but no. The data can be vast. The data can be the entire internet, as we've already realised. So actually, the selection of material, whether it's through a GAN technology like that, or whether it's through her eyes and what she sees, depending where she is, to be able to take those images in. So I'll give you an example of just how far-reaching this is, which is very upsetting for our humans, is that when we come to Ada to do a range of works, we actually do ask her about the work. What artwork would you like to do? What's your ideas for it? So we're able to get quite a collaborative conversation going about the potential, what areas of data she could look at. So that could be what she sees, of course, and just actually physically moving her there so that she can take in imagery. Or it could be more conceptually about ideas.
So I am actually partly terrified by what you've been saying, because this, from someone who knows very little about this field, this feeds into all the films about AI taking over the world.
I'm aware. And that is why we felt that this project is so critical to now, because people are just not aware that this technology is moving so quickly.
And so sophisticated compared to what I thought we were going to see today. I have to say this is huge steps in advance. And you're saying that because she is learning all the time, this is just going to increase exponentially.
I can't imagine what an Ada would look like in 5 years' time in respect of our competence.
So we can't tell what effect it's going to have on the creative world, really.
It's very difficult. I think there is going to be imitation of artists and their ability to be writers and artists and musicians. We've already seen that now. The quality is going to be varied. I think there's going to be some pretty naff art produced, and there's going to be some pretty exciting art produced depending on the algorithms and the processes that are explored. But I also can't emphasise enough a little bit what Ada said about the camera. They all thought it was the end was nigh, and in actual fact what happened is the artist grabbed hold of the camera technology and used it in two different ways. The Victorians either went for angels and babies that you couldn't photograph very well, or they went to trying to depict light like the Impressionists did. So they split by trying to show things that cameras can't, or they tried to grab hold of the camera and say, actually, it is about light, let's explore that. So they went in that two opposing, and I think AI in the same way is going to be those that are going to say, oh my goodness, let's try and find something that AI can't do. And there's going to be then the other reaction is, okay, let's do it really well and do super artworks.
One door closes, another door.
I think so, and I think...
I have to say I speak as an artist, as was before I became a politician, and I'm feeling pretty redundant and very upset about the emotional side, as you rightly said. It's a hard concept for a sentient human being to think that that's not all there is.
Yes, that's right. We hold ourselves very highly, and in light of our environment, or perhaps we need an evaluation of our relationship to the planet and each other, because in actual fact we are